Alright, it's time for a little bit of Under Night in-birth action. Are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's an evening stream. I'm going to avoid yelling into the microphone because it is nighttime here in Japan. I'm going to try and avoid waking everybody up. How are you all doing? I've heard the fantastic news that apparently this game has been fixed. We waited 1 week, which is a reasonable amount of time. I think the problem really was that they kept making these updates that would make the game worse. So I think people started to lose hope because of that. But 1 week later, ideally it would have been 1 week ago, but 1 week later, apparently this game is fixed. So it's time to actually try it and find out with you. Let's see if any of you guys actually have the game at home. I would really appreciate it if you would boot the game up and try it with me now, because we can try multiple things. First of all, does the online work? And secondly, how does it feel on the rollback netcode between Japan and the UK? It's time to find out. And hopefully you're not all playing on Wi-Fi. So, first things I need to do are I need to reduce the audio level. This game tends to be still quite loud. They put it on 25 as default, but I'm going to set it down to 14, I think. 15 seems reasonable. I feel like it was a little bit too loud in my previous VODs when I was checking them. Wi-Fi warrior here, check. I mean, it's not the end of the world if someone plays on Wi-Fi. And in fairness, I actually want to know how it fares with Wi-Fi. For me, it's more of a research thing, knowing that a large number of people who are just getting into the game casually. No, we would prefer if everybody played on Wi-Fi, but realistically speaking, a lot of people are going to be playing on Wi-Fi, so it would be nice to see how the netcode handles that, even though it's not really the perfect situation. Bawana, thanks for asking the question. The issues with Under Night was that the console version was fine, but the Steam version, which released on the same day, basically didn't work. Like, we tried to open a lobby and we would start the match and it would just crash. The whole app would just crash. Apparently there was no Windows icon either. Maybe there still isn't. But after 1 week, apparently they have fixed most of the crashing, but I haven't even tried it yet. I'm literally looking at the screen for the first time since trying it. I mean, I've been playing it on Steam in training mode, but I haven't tried to go online with it again. Now, apparently one of the other issues was not just player match when you make a lobby with each other, it was the ranked match mode and the casual match mode. So basically the main modes that people like to use when they go online and they just want to find someone random to play with. Like, we don't need to be friends, I don't need to know your name, it's just like, just want to go online and just play against someone. Apparently that would literally just crash the whole thing entirely. So, in theory, that's been fixed. In fact, while waiting for people to come in, I could even do a ranked match. I could do my first ranked match. How would you like that? Can confirm the online works if it didn't crash on boot up. Yeah, I didn't have any crashes when it booted up. I did have a crash earlier when I tried to change from full screen to windowed mode. They still haven't fixed that, but that's one of those things that they may never fix. The game seems to be working a lot better. Good to hear. What time is it right now in Japan? It is 9:27, sponsored by Accurist PM. I'm loving this game so much. Nice to see you stream it again. What's up, Caesar? Yes, I am, or Caesar. Caesar, I guess you pronounce it that way. I'm excited to be back into Under Night. It was difficult because I was really getting into this game in 2021, around that time, but just most of the people I wanted to play with were you guys on stream, and without it having rollback, it just made more sense to play other games that actually did have rollback. But I kept playing it in the background though. I mean, it still features in almost all my videos. Can't believe I'm actually watching one of your streams. Yuna, how are you doing? Have you played any Tekken 8 yet? If you check out, there is a VOD actually from a few days ago when I played Tekken 8 for the first time, and I had a brilliant time, to be honest. I think that game is obviously incredibly deep. There's so much to do in there and so much to learn, and there's so many characters for a starting roster. That is a lot of characters. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I do want to spend more time with Tekken, so I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Aloha! I'm guessing you're from Hawaii, or maybe you're in Hawaii now, or you just like the greeting. Aloha to you too. I started to lose hope yesterday because I really wanted to play the game. I know, if you guys check me out on Twitter, you'll see my tweets. I had a couple tweets in the afternoon and the evening yesterday, and I was just despairing. I was like, it really feels bad, because I saw that Justin Wong wanted to stream the game, but he couldn't, because, you know, he was just like, hey, does this game even work yet? I saw that even after the current fixes, Sejam is still not too keen on trying it again on stream. But maybe if he sees proof that it is actually working, maybe he'll come back to it. But yeah, it has been disheartening to watch the game, which, you know, it sucks, because for the past 3 or 4 years, I've been telling everyone, you really got to check out this game, Under Night In-Birth, and now we finally have a version with rollback netcode, so it's like, I could play it with you. Even if you can't find people to play with, you can come on this stream and we can play together. At least there's someone to play with, right? And for it all to just come crashing down, like, I finally get an opportunity to show you the new version of the game, and then just the whole app just doesn't work. Such a shame, but hopefully it's been fixed today. Wi-Fi Warriors is the FGC's new pad players. It's become like a dirty word. Wi-Fi Warriors. Yeah, but I think as the scene gets bigger, and hopefully it just continues to get bigger and bigger, because with Street Fighter 6, I'm sure there was a massive influx of players, and then with Tekken 8, I think you're seeing another massive influx of players. So if anything, you should only expect to see more and more Wi-Fi connections, even though the great word of the Lord of LAN cable is spreading around bit by bit. You should expect that as the scene just continues to grow, you're just going to see more and more Wi-Fi warriors, and that's just how it is. It's not ideal, but if you really want ideal conditions, go to an offline event. They do exist. Not from Hawaii, just playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Is that good? Maybe I'll check it out. I mean, I've got Yakuza 0, I think, on Steam. I enjoyed the game. I really wanted to play more of it, just didn't have time. That's just the thing. I think I prefer multiplayer games. I think when it comes to games, if I'm not playing Paneled Upon, Puyo Puyo, or Atelier games, I mean, those are kind of the only like single player games that I like to play. It's like they're single player, but I'm constantly like trying to figure out some kind of puzzle or experiment with something. With Yakuza games, it's like it's about advancing the story and going through the motions and all the fights. And I'm not saying I dislike it. I actually did. I really enjoyed it. Just didn't get around to. Didn't feel motivated to like go back to it. Maybe I will though. Just jumped on it. Is it working now? We're about to find out. Should we find out right now? You guys ready? Greetings from Germany. Auf Wiedersehen? No. What's hello? Guten Tag? Guten Morgen? Guten Nacht? Guten Nacht. What we need is the NihongoGamer review of Category 8 cables. Do they make you better at Street Fighter 6? I've never tried one, but the answer is yes, they do. I have no idea. I don't even think Cat 8 exists, does it? I think all my cables are Cat 6, Cat 5. I think I still use Cat 5. No, I think all my cables say 7 on them or something. Anyway, let's find out whether it works online, and then I'll play a lobby match with you guys. But I have never played a ranked match in Under Night In-Birth on PC, so let's have a go, shall we? Quick search. Should we set it to Japan for now? I don't know if we'll actually get any matches, but if it doesn't work, I'll back out. I don't know how many people in Japan are actually playing on Steam. We shall see. Using the wrong character. Does it always choose that character by default? And this music's a little bit too intense. Where's the chaos music? Oh no, my buttons are incorrect. That was dangerous. This happened to me. This keeps happening to me. I keep getting into these games and setting the buttons wrong, and then an opponent has arrived. Hold on a second, let me confirm this. Alright, here we go. First match online. And my first ranked match ever on PC. I've been playing ranked on PlayStation though. And didn't do a button check or anything, but hopefully it all goes well. Guten Tag. Whoops. What? Oh, did I just button before I landed? This is not going well. I'm dead. Success! Yeah, I mean, this is already a successful test. At least I got a match. How do I get enough grid to win the... Nope. Uh-oh. I'm trying to stand up and run away and then getting clipped in the feet. Well, perfect. I'm dead. Looks like it didn't crash. It's fixed. Hooray! That's all we needed to know. Let's play another round. See if I can learn something. Okay. Use cheese strats. I don't know any. Everything I ever do in this game is a counter hit. Like, I get counter hit. I just don't know when it's actually... Whoops, I did the wrong move. I literally just did the wrong move. Help. Ouch. As far as I'm concerned, that was a success. I did one combo. Have a great day, mate. Indeed. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Maybe I should just not be airborne ever. Maybe that's the solution. Dead. As far as I'm concerned, that was a success. I'll get myself in the middle of this screen. Do you like trading cards? I'm not really into them. But I'd be up for it. I'd be up for learning about it. I've wanted to recently, actually. Should we do it again? Should we do one more? Look, I'm just going to change the ISO on my camera because it's a little bit dark. That looks a little better, doesn't it? Is it a little too bright? Looks okay. It's annoying, I have to change the ISO on my camera between night and day. I'm thinking about buying a hitbox style controller, but the prices are crazy high. Is it worth the price? You know what, Natto? If that's your name. No one can really tell you whether it's worth it. But I think that the current Capcom Pro Tour rules for controllers are pretty much the same as if you just used a computer keyboard. So if you set WASD as your up, down, left, right, or if you do ASD for left, down, right, and use the spacebar for jump, you're pretty much getting, you know, at least 40% of the benefit of an all-button controller anyway. So you could try that first, and if you like it, then it probably is worth it. It won't probably make you better at the game. Okay, this is going to be kind of scary. A rank. I just got destroyed by the C rank player. I'm not excited about how this is going to go well. Have you played Time Crisis? Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite arcade games as a kid. I'm gonna die. Wake up. Throw tech. That's the kind of person I am. Just can't figure out how to get out. Well. Ranked Enkidu, this will be fun. Will it? You know, they say to like beginners, don't mash buttons, right? So I'm like really careful. I'm like looking for the right moment to press the button. But then I'll like press the button anyway and I'll still get counter hit and die. And then I'm like, what did I do wrong? Fortunately, we can check replays and find out. Maybe we should do that. Should we try that? Should we check out the replay feature? I tried it out for the first time yesterday. It was amazing. Play me again. Let's find out. I just bought a Hitbox Hotepad G16. Happen again. Ah! Well, I got to press a few buttons that time. Yeah, replay takeover. Let's try it. Whoops, that was a mistake. Ah! I think what's the thing that feels worst about playing someone who's above your level in a fighting game is that you feel like your mind is being read. Like you're not specifically doing anything stupid on purpose, but you literally just don't know. Like what did I what did I do wrong? I have no idea. Which is why I generally, I don't know. I think it's a common thing. I think it's a deep topic worth talking about. But this is how it will feel for anyone who comes into the game looking for people to play with and going like, oh wow, the only people online are all really good at this game. But then again, maybe it just feels that way for everyone. Even when you go up against a rookie player, it might feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. Why is everyone so good at this? Oh, it doesn't. We can't do the replay thing because I have to set it. So this is an interesting piece of information. If you've never done this before, you actually have to set it manually. You go into System. No. Game? Yes. No. Is it in network mode? Where are the replay settings? Genuinely can't find it. Good morning from Florida. Good morning to you too. Do you want to play some Uni? Where is the settings for the? Oh, here we go. It's options. There's actually a replay option. I don't know what I was looking for. Anyway, I'm just gonna set all of these to on. I don't know if you can actually run out of space, but I just want to remember every match. Actually, before we do lobby matches, let's try one more ranked match, and let's just try it, because I just want you guys to see how cool this feature is. Oh, I don't want this music. Oh no, let's put the what's it called? Kaguya music. This music's good. Okay, so what we're doing now is, before we play lobby matches together with you guys, if you have the game, I'm going to go back into ranked mode. We're going to play one match, and even if I don't get to press any buttons whatsoever, like, which always happens, then at least I can play the replay and find out what could have worked. And if you haven't seen this happen before, it's just, it's like kind of magic. It's basically like magic. You're like, what? It's like going back in time and then having a coach with you saying, well, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try this? And then you get to redo it every single time. It's basically rollback. You get to roll back in time. It's crazy. What hitbox does Nihongo use? So I don't use a hitbox, and I never have owned one. I've got what's called a leverless controller by Razer. That's what I'm using today. I mean, this is one I've been using a lot. I've got to say, these switches are really quiet. Something about the way that this controller has been built that makes it, it's not actually silenced, and yet it still feels really quiet. It's quieter than pretty much everything else. And I've got quite used to this layout now. Like, I think you can see, like, the buttons are a different size to most of the other ones. Like, most of them have 24mm buttons and a 30mm button, but this one, these buttons are more like 28mm, and this one's like 32. They're quite large, these buttons, but not too large. It's not. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. It's not like the layouts that have all the buttons are 30mm. It's a really cool balance. They're all like 28mm, and this one's like 32. And I really like the feel of it. The other thing about this controller, it's not necessarily the best one or anything, but I didn't even see what rank they were. It's not necessarily like the best one or anything, but it is officially licensed, and I don't know. I was having some issues with some of my other controllers the other day, and I was just like, I'm just gonna plug in the one that's officially licensed. Help! Okay. We're gonna get perfected. Oh no, I screwed it up. Well, at least it wasn't a perfect. At least it wasn't a perfect. Okay, this is gonna be better this time. Oops. I just thought, why not do raw super? That sometimes works. Is it like Tekken replay? I have no idea. I've never tried the replay in Tekken. I think this feature has existed in other games, like, I think Plus R, Guilty Gear Plus R, I think they implemented it there. By the way, the netcode feels good. This is 75 ping connection. He's just waiting for me to jump now. Whoops, that was the wrong one. I was trying to do the thing where he like does the unblockable dive kick. But I did the other one. to do a quarter circle forward, he does the orb. Ah, screwed up the combo. Okay, well, at least we've got some matches. Hopefully they've been recorded. We can actually try this cool replay feature. My air conditioning is so hot in here. Turn this way too high. Okay. Your flesh is powerless and empty. I mean, I didn't make it. Alright, so you guys have to see this. This is the replay function on network mode. You can go and pick up one of the matches. And let's see where I messed up. Because you only get, basically, if you're new to fighting games, and you go up against someone who knows how to do combos, there will be like 2, or if you're lucky, 3 chances where you actually get to press a button, where it's like your turn, as it were. But if you don't know how to play the game, then it's just like, you just get counter hit and die again. So let's see, I think the way to make this work, if you press left, you go back 5 seconds, and then there's fast forward as well. So you can play at normal speed, or you can press back. So we'll start at the beginning again. So I'm pressing cross to pause. Shouldn't have jumped, maybe. What did I do there? So you can play this in slow motion. Presumably that's an overhead, I don't even know. That was just me, what? Okay, you can also show your input history, so you can see whether I had actually been blocking in time or not. So I decide to run forwards after this. I do that with the AB shortcut. And then, down back. And then for some reason I'm standing up. Huh. I thought I was crouch blocking, but I guess maybe I just have a habit of accidentally letting go of the down button. But you don't know until you do these things. Anyway, what's really cool, if we get to a moment where I actually have a chance. Okay, let's see this. Do I get here? Was I crouching? I want to see a moment after a combo actually hits. Let's find a moment where I actually get hit by a combo. No, I think this is a bad example. I think I just got hit. Okay, here's a combo. Here's a combo. I blocked that. What was that? Absolutely, the controls, they've given you so much more control than a normal replay mode. Like usually in a fighting game, you get like play, stop, and forward by a frame. But this game actually lets you go back. Like if you missed it, it's just like, that was it. That's what I wanted to see. You can go back literally 5 seconds and get to exactly the moment again. So for example, my input history here, I recovered, and then what was I doing? Why was I pressing down, forward, down, forward, C? What was I trying to do? I don't know what I was trying to do there. Maybe we should use the next, I think maybe the next round will be a better example. How do you like Uni 2 and the controller? I'm a big fan of this controller, and as you know, I've been enjoying Under Night for years now. But this is the first time that we're trying ranked online on PC, and to be honest, the 3 matches I've played so far, or 4? I've played 4 games so far. It's been flawless. Game hasn't crashed yet. I blocked that. Alright, so let's see what happens after this combo. What do I mess up that... So I'm gonna miss... I assume that I'm gonna miss my chance to take my turn here. Let's see what happens. Oh! It went fine, actually. It's really... This is an unusual replay, because this is not going how I thought it was gonna go. I have a feeling I'm gonna get hit, even though it's my turn here. I'm gonna try and press down A, and it's not gonna hit. Oh no! What is going on? I'm not doing any of the things I thought I did. I actually kind of shimmied here. What was that about? I never do that. And then this hits. This hits, but then I didn't do the second hit? Oh. I just didn't follow up with a combo. Or maybe that doesn't. I don't know. Okay, maybe the next game is a better example. How do I get out of here? Alright, let's try the next one. I'm assuming you were trying to DP. Oh, thanks, Muhi. Okay, see, this is why this is so cool. Going through a replay with people on stream, and then they can actually tell me what the hell I was trying to do. I didn't even know. Right, I was trying to wake up with my super, probably, because I have invincibility on it. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, let's just go back. Round start, what did I do wrong? Round start. Walk forward. Assault. I got hit. Okay. It's funny, you don't even see it. It's so fast. Yeah, if you didn't watch it in the replay, you wouldn't even have known that had happened. But if we go by frame and look at the inputs, here is the assault. That's the one animation frame that you get to see of the assault. 1, 2, 2. Literally 2 frames. 2 frames. So that's, I mean, often that happens to me. Like, I can't, my brain doesn't work fast enough to actually remember or see things. I don't know. I'm just really happy with the amount of control you have in playback here. Okay, so that combo ended. I blocked that. What did I do there? Why didn't I block high? Back, down. Okay, so you can see that I tried to stand and block like 2 frames late. I mean, that's just a reactions thing, I guess. I obviously had the right thing in mind, though. I was obviously trying to stand up and block. Okay, so there's a chain shift here, followed by air assault, and then I didn't block in time. Apparently I didn't even try. Chain shift. So I am actually stand blocking at this moment. What is this? Oh. Was I trying to tech something? Yeah. I did throw tech. Huh. Oops. It's just a nasty habit. Just every time I wake up, it's like, well, if I sort of delay tech, maybe I won't die. It's me consciously avoiding thinking. I want to avoid thinking by just doing like habitual things. How does this go? Oh, I screwed that combo up. It's a shame. I think the next round is actually a perfect, so maybe... I feel like the one situation I'm looking for didn't actually happen. You can see most of the time I'm getting hit, though. It's because I was trying to do something that involves technical inputs, and that they're just not... I'm like getting hit while I'm doing an input. I'm actually going to rewind that. So I did my little dash, and then did I just not block in time? Because this is blockable, this little recover grab, right? Yeah. I didn't even block. I was just like, whatever. I'd given up by that point. Okay. So after this combo, what happens? Nothing. I get my turn back. I thought there was a perfect among these rounds, was there not? This didn't go as badly as I thought it did. Okay. Never mind. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you after another match. Should we do one more match? No, you know what? I'll just show you. No, let's do another match. I'm not in a hurry. Well, while waiting, I'll catch up with you guys. Yo, Aru's in the house. Thanks again for the amazing fan art. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll show you a bit later because I don't want to screw up the PC version of the game running, but you guys absolutely have to see it. Aru did some amazing fan art for the channel. Coffee themed, I think. Can you press the menu button after a match to save the replay? I think you can press the menu button, yeah. I think I did see that. I think there is a button that said, I think reserve, it said like reserve replay. Something like that. I think you should try Yuzu or Kaguya. I played Kaguya doing the beta. She seemed like a lot of fun. Yuzu is a little bit too difficult for me. I have tried her. I think we made a video of me trying Yuzu once, and I was like, wow, this is a lot of button pressing. What was I doing there? Is such a mood with fighting games. It is! There's a lot of stuff that you don't realize that your hands are doing for you, like automatically. For example, like especially for me, if you watch my replays, like the number of times I wake up, hold block, and then do delay throw tech. Because I just don't want to think. I'm like, as long, like, if I do delayed throw tech, it basically means that if they do a meaty, I'll be blocking. And if it's a delayed tech, it means I get to tech if they do the throw. So I'm covering two options, but it's not covering other stuff that's like reactable. So if they had actually done a slow overhead, I can actually react to that, but I don't want to. I don't want to react to it. I just want to do automatic things. I wish I weren't like that, but that's how the situation is currently until I fix it. I'm ready to get destroyed. Looks like maybe we might not be finding anyone on the local side, so... Oh! Game crashed. I'm sorry. Well, it's not perfect. These things happen. Nihongo, Capcom versus SNK 2 stream one day. We've done it before in the past. Yeah, we streamed it. I've got a video about Capcom versus SNK 2, but yeah, we could play it again. Japan is very picky about emulation, so I would prefer not to play any emulators. But I do realize that you can play it online if you use an emulator. That might be one of the more major reasons why we don't play Capcom vs SNK often. But we played it when I had on... I plugged my Dreamcast in. That was like 3 years ago. We played it online. Not online. We played it on stream. Let's try Anywhere. I wish it would let me choose my music. All right. I'm looking forward to North American players coming in. Oh dear. What controller are you using right now? Playing on this, it's the Razer. I always want to call it the Pantera. This is the Kitsune. It's the Razer Kitsune. It's a leverless controller. I've got a video of it. Marky, how's it going? I feel like there was something I wanted to. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about it, but I didn't get around to it. Found this really cool Tomica series at the shops today. It had a bunch of B4. It had a bunch of Initial D models, and I don't know if it's new, but the boxes are slightly bigger than the normal Tomica models. I'll post it. I think I'll probably post it on Discord later. I took photos of it. So they haven't fixed it. They have fixed it. It crashed once though. But you know, we got a good 4 matches in before it crashed. Okay. I think most of the time when I get hit, I'm pressing like a really slow button. Okay, because I see the word counter on screen all the time, right? What was that? Is that an overhead? What? Why? So why does that work? Why does that sometimes not work? If they're at a certain range, can I not switch sides? Okay. Maybe we can watch the replay later and find out. Oh, it might not be recording. It might. Sometimes the settings get deleted. Okay, hold on a second. Before this ends. Upload replay data. Upload replay. Okay. Uh-oh. Is it gonna crash? Okay. We're okay. That was a mistake. Okay. I tried to do infinite worth. Just screwed up the input. Oops, screwed up. Okay. What? Where was chain shift? Where was chain shift? Oh, I don't have it anymore. Gotta keep checking the gauges to find out the current state of them. Good grief. Hold request player match. It's an option. Okay. Let's look at that one then. Not too bad, right? What does RL mean? Hold on a second. Upload replay data. The only reason I'm doing this manually is because I think when the game crashes, it doesn't save your previous settings. So let's see. Let's see whether my settings have been saved. Not bad to... I don't know what RL stands for. Getting a bit overwhelming looking at houses. Okay. Houses to buy or houses to rent? Okay, it saved my settings. Thank goodness. Oh. RL, real life. I always say IRL for real life. So for example, let's check out the first one? Second one? Let's watch the first one. Let's see if there are any moments that we can do replay takeover and turn the tide of battle. So in theory, if we find a situation that didn't work out and I just do replay takeover, or sorry, it's called replay assist, and find out what we can do differently, that would be a success. Here are the inputs. That was just unfortunate run up throw. Screwed up that combo. Probably should check this bit out, shouldn't I? Assaulted into this, got hit. I think that's fine. But after that, recovered. Why did I get hit by what comes next? No, I didn't. Blocked that, blocked that. It's funny, when you watch these replays, you're like, I'm not actually that bad. I mean, I think I am bad, but I think these replays, I think watching your replays give you, they help you redeem, they help you regain a little bit of confidence, because you're not actually making maybe as many, you're not screwing it up maybe as bad as you thought. Anyway, so I whiffed this. So I was still in recovery. Presumably when I get hit by this, with this crouching button, she did instant air fireball. Yeah. So I was still recovering from that move. Okay, so now I know. So what happens after this combo ends? That's what I really want to know. No, I blocked it. Got out of the corner. Oh, what was that? Where are my inputs? On the left. I tried to do 5C. Oh yeah, I remember actually saying at this moment when we played it that I'm doing a slow button and getting counter hit. But in fact, did she press her button first? Yeah, she actually did her button first. Maybe if I were less button happy, maybe that situation would have happened less often. Okay, what happens after this combo ends? No, oh, she's gonna kill. What's up, Slow? Welcome to the chat. What's up, Loser Executable? Is that an Undernight joke? Anyone who's just joining us, we're watching a replay and we're going to try this replay assist feature, but the one situation I'm looking for, I can't find it. Basically, I want to know what happens after this combo ends. And unfortunately, every time I think it's going to be a useful moment to learn, I actually end up doing the right thing. Let's find out what happened here to this. Should we just do a replay takeover here? Because oh no, let's do it after this. Or do I die? Okay, yeah, I die. Because at this point, I still had almost half health. It's this... Actually, this creeping edge that kills me, doesn't it? That's depressing, isn't it? Anyway, let's watch it slow motion. So, blocking these moves. Blocking these moves. And then, I mashed forward, down, forward, D. Which, I didn't realize, comes out as a shield. Okay, so if you do creeping edge and there's a move hits it while you're doing it, then it becomes a shield. Okay, I didn't know that. I was always wondering how it works because you can't do creeping edge while you're already blocking. But the reason you see that shield, that blocking image is because you're actually doing a shield. It counts as a shield. Okay. Anyway, so I didn't manage to side switch. Presumably that's because there's a spacing issue. Are you just vulnerable after that? I wasn't even blocking, as you can see. I thought I was going to be on the left side. That's why I didn't block. Well, just so I can show you the feature, because otherwise I'm never going to be able to use it. Let's see what I could have done here instead of... Now what button? what button do I actually press here? To do initiate replay assist. Should we do initiate replay assist from here? How do I restart replay assist? Is there a shortcut for this? No. You just have to do restart. I'm sure there's a shortcut for this. L1 or no? Touchpad? No. Oh yeah, select. Okay, so if you press select, you can try again and try again and try again. So this time I'm gonna do exactly what I did before. No, I didn't do exactly as I before. Right, so that's what I did before, and it went wrong. If I try doing it wrong again... Okay, if I just know, if I actually saw... So what I did differently this time was I actually realized I was on the same side still, and I blocked the correct direction. See, and I'm still alive, like, years later. So you're not actually vulnerable by default after... You actually do have enough time to block. But if I had done creeping edge at a different moment... What moment would have been good for this? The problem was that she was too far away by that point. So if I wait till she gets closer... There we go. Then I actually get out. So I've got to make sure that I actually wait for her to get closer. Could have done a combo there. Anyway, it's an amazing feature, and that's probably not the best demo in the world, but I just wanted to show anyone who hasn't seen it before. Return to network menu. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, not even just to like do complicated things like what could I have done in that situation, but just quite genuinely, during the match, you do not have the brain power to comprehend like half the things that are going on. Like, I didn't even remember half the buttons that I had pressed. So being able to play with that much granularity in slow motion, I think that's amazing. Anyway, if you guys have the game, I would highly appreciate it if you would boot it up now. I think the time has come to play together. I'm going to create a room. The keyword is going to be 7777. And I'll just make it 2 people, actually. Let's just see what happens. I'll put the room information up here. it will crash the game for a moment, so... Or freeze it for a moment, so... Bear with me. I'll be there in a sec. Here we go. I really like this music in network mode. Aru's back! But Aru, when we played before... Oh yeah, that was on PC, wasn't it? Fingers crossed. Yes, Fei Long, or Fei Fong rather. It seems that it is fixed enough that it's playable. The game did crash once earlier, but that was in between matches, in fairness. What side? Oh yeah, there's that thing. It is rolling. It's rolling. Oh. Oh, I can't mess up like combos. My fingers just will not do the combo. I'm also just kind of nervous. Why does that not work? Okay. Uh-oh. It's a nice color for Kuon, by the way. Oh no. Phew. Lucky. Got a stray hit in. Oh boy, open room. Sort of. Actually this is how I used to do it. I used to make it a 2-person room only, so that I could just have like a normal set with a person, and then after the set finishes, they leave. I think there might be a better way to change the settings, but we just do it like this for now. It means I get to keep playing even if I lose. That's actually quite genuinely the only reason we do it this way. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, just wanted to ask how Seth is looking so far. I plan on maining him once I get the game. I mean, I've always liked Seth. I think if you're interested in winning, he's quite a complicated character to start with, so maybe not a recommended first character. Still recommend him as a first character, but I don't recommend him as a character for anyone who's like brand new to the game, but if you like the look of him, you should try him anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, I totally blocked in the right direction. What happened? Oh, I didn't realize after recovery I can't do any of those air moves anymore. Okay, now I know. Seth is kind of stubby. It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, he's basically got amazing tools. Just the question is, do you know how to use them? And I wouldn't say that I'm an expert. I feel like I'm getting crossed up a lot. It's a new feeling in this game. No! Alright. That means it's another game. We gotta play another game. It says command grab still 214. I think it's a half circle plus, I think it's like a half circle plus another motion, isn't it? Can never remember the numerical notation for it. There you go, yes, 632146, and it still is. Command music is good, isn't it? Damn. Alright, time to be a keyboard warrior. Here's the other thing is, I don't think Seth is good on leverless. Even Kamone, when he plays on leverless, if he plays Seth, he's just like, he puts the leverless down and he switches back to stick. Yeah, I think I've figured out something important. I'm pressing really slow buttons. I'm never as close as I think I am. Alright, here's my chance to shine. Nope. Died. I'm new to uni and maybe at advanced beginner for fighting games, but I'm finding Batista the easiest to play so far for some reason. Excellent. Hey, if you find a character that gels with you, stick with them. Why? Why does that happen? Oh, I screw that up every time. Ouch. Okay. My finger's gonna... When I get nervous, I play really flat-fingered instead of with, like, my preferred hand position. I've been meaning to play Seth and Yuzu because of how stylish they are. Yeah, they really are. That's what I was gonna say. If you're not playing to win, choose any character you like, because it's just fun. To just play the character that you... For example, I said this a little while ago, but there was a point when I realized, like, okay, there are so few people my level playing Under Night, this was a few years ago, that I decided instead of trying to... GG's. Good set. The room should be open to anyone who wants to play, but I decided a little while ago that I was not gonna try and like force myself to be like amazing at the game or anything. I was just like, look, if I can't win matches, I'm gonna focus on playing a character that's just fun to press buttons with. And Seth, he's just got tons of technical motions, and the combos, like your fingers are very, very busy. I just really enjoy it. So it's like, even if I didn't win the match, at least I had fun attempting to press things. And that's another way to enjoy fighting games. You don't have to win fighting games to enjoy them. You don't even have to play matches against real people to enjoy them. You can just stick around in story mode if you want. Oops, that was the wrong one. Oh. Uh-oh. That was a bad hit. Baited. This is a pretty laggy connection. Oh no! Oh, why? Why that was? Oh, come on! I actually finally did an anti-air combo for the first time in my life. Why would you take that away from me? Oh, come on! I think the connection is a little bit sketchy. What is happening? Yeah, the lag screwed my combo. Oh boy. I think it screwed a lot of things in this match. But you know, we'll do our best. Will it kill? No! I was kind of hoping I'd get more grid from that chain shift, but I guess not. Yeah. This is I don't know what the fault is for this. Is it just that maybe the ping is too high, or is it Wi-Fi, or is it the net code? I had fun though. Okay. Nice underwater connection. That's how we like them. Ford the King of Atlantis. What is this? A DC movie? How are you guys enjoying the weekend? We are now 1 week into Tekken 8. 1 week and a bit into Under Night In-Birth 2. There was a state of play actually earlier this week. Were there any games that came out that you guys are excited about? Alright, Vixie, let's go. Akuma, you absolutely can join. It's a 2-person only room, but every time someone leaves, feel free to jump in. Any games at State of Play that you were excited about? There was something announced, wasn't there? Oh, actually, there's a Persona game that just came out, didn't there? A remake of Persona 3 just came out this week. Today? Yesterday? The thing about the orb is I have to not get hit. I was crouching. Yeah. Chaos. I feel like I need to do mission modes with chaos, otherwise I'll never figure out how to actually play this guy. Oh no 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 no, not like this. Scratch my nose. Ching shift. Yeah, maybe I should disintegrate? What is the room? Disband the room and find out if that was it. Ah. Oh. Oh no, I always do the wrong combo. Not like this. Why? Should I have blocked instead? Okay, hopefully it recorded my replay there because I want to know what I should have done. Why? Where was my secret? Oh, so sad. Okay. PC uni players were nerfed because we couldn't practice online. Yeah, we can use that excuse for the next few years. I'm gonna try again, and if it doesn't get better, I'll disband the room and try again. Don't know about State of Play, but Grand Blue Rising got me into the Grand Blue universe, so I picked up Relink. Is that out yet, or is that still in beta? Everyone seems to be really happy with the new Grand Blue game, huh? Sup, Jajini? Hi, NihongoGamer. Are you still having issues since the last patch? It has crashed once, I think, but in general, we've been fine. Issues with my execution. Basically, I fix all my executional errors when I just don't have my fingers completely flat. Chaos music is the best. So good. Oh, Relink is fully out. Okay. Overhead's getting rolled back. Oh! Okay. Oh, I should have done chain shift instead. I regret this decision. What controller are you using? I'll show you in a moment. I'm using the Razer Kitsune. I'm trying to hit Ozzy. I'm trying to hit Ozzy, but he's behind me. No. Like, the connection is laggy, but it is amazing that we can play this on rollback. Oh no, I'm not like this. Dead. Aw, okay, you win fair and square. I still find the whole Ozzy thing really confusing. So anyone who doesn't know who this character is, you get a puppet and you can summon him out. And you can do some really cool stuff with him. I think if I didn't play Seth, I would probably be playing Chaos. Also because I really like Sword Art Online. Do you know what I'm talking about? Just in case, we're going to disband the room and then we're going to try again. Because I feel like maybe the room is causing the issues. I know it makes no sense because it's peer-to-peer, but it's an Arc Sys game online. Anything could happen. Try again. So anyway, in answer to your question, what controller are you using? It's this one. It's the Razer Kitsune. Big fan of this one, mostly because I feel a lot of security knowing that it's officially licensed. I know that when PlayStation updates, I'm unlikely to have to also like download new firmwares for my controller. It's just like it is a nice peace of mind. I'm not even going to tournaments or anything. It's just I like knowing that if there's an issue, it's probably not the controller, it's probably something going on in the game, which is why I've been using it a lot for the past week. Me and my friend got it crashing on launching the game, and also in some cutscenes. What's up, monkey? Whoa, this is the biggest ping we've seen so far. This is 480 ping. Where are you playing from? Jupiter? What is going on? I'm from Brazil, and I was able to play with USA very smoothly in this patch. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because the past few patches have been, apparently, making the game worse. Did they patch the game again like a few hours ago? Really? Uh-oh. Scares me every time they want to update something. Yeah, the Kitsune is a nice looking controller, and it's really slim. And it's hard to find fault with it, to be honest. This is awful. Help. This might be a little bit unplayable. I mean this in the nicest possible way. Are you playing from the center of the earth? There's no way. There's no country on earth that should actually be 480 ping. Ouch. What's it? How is it for you? How does it look on your end? This is actually insane. This reminds me of Uni 1, of Uni Clear. Monkey, as fun as that was, I'm going to refrain. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna refrain from doing that again, if that's all right. You win. What country is for? It looks nasty on my end as well. I mean, just out of curiosity though, are you as far away from Japan as physically possible, or do you think it's just that you have a weak internet connection? Just for research purposes, I'd like to know. I got my own Kitsune recently and it's been awesome. 100% recommend. You know, it's funny because when this controller came out and I made my review, and I tried to put as much detail as I physically could into my video. If you haven't seen it, do check it out. And people were like popping into the comments and there were just so many like Razer haters. Like, they weren't overwhelming, but every now and then, if you check the comments of this video, there's just all these like Razer haters who are just like, oh my god, I can't believe it costs that much money. It's just like, have you seen what else is out there? All the other controllers. Okay, there are recently some knockoffs that have been coming out like really, really cheap. But I'm not saying this is like as good a price as it could be. Like, when you think about it, it is a very simple controller. Like, there isn't a lot of expensive stuff going into this. So it doesn't need to be expensive. But at this price, essentially you're getting a lot of what the other controllers are getting you, but they're not officially licensed. And you get some flashy lights on here, and you get some cool engineering, like the cable lock thing. So I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to say like this is as good a price as it could be. Like, if companies were all trying to make things at the lowest possible price, like, to be honest, Hori does a really great job of actually selling things as low and cheaply as possible, because like, I think with PS5 they've started to try and up their prices, but actually, for example, like the Quambo Obsidian 2, which is basically just a Quambo Obsidian, right? It's just a Quambo Obsidian, but it's now licensed and officially a PS5 controller. That is like a $300 stick, even though it wasn't before, and very little has changed on that controller. Whereas Hori, they came out with a completely different controller that they'd never made before, and they're like, it'll be $200. Like, next generation, be damned, we're just gonna sell it for $200. I was like, wow. It is impressive that a lot of controllers companies come out and they just do things for as low a price as they can. Razer's not one of those companies, and they never have been. They've always been about, you know, charging an extra little premium for the luxury of RGB and, you know, gamer things. But that stuff aside, it is actually a really solid controller, and it's the one that I reach for actually probably more frequently than most recently, just because of this locking cable thing, the fact that it's, you know, slick, large enough, durable. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the snack box is a fantastic controller as well. I will say, I was having issues with my snack box the other day, and I have a feeling it's the cable. If you guys remember on stream the other day, I was just like holding the controller in my hand, and it like disconnected. I think it's because the cable was being wiggled. And either there's a problem with the connection or it's the problem with the cable, so I'm still testing it to find out. But I was having issues online the other day. I was like, I swear I am blocking, but for some reason, character's not blocking. I switched to the Kitsune and everything was fine. So at first I was like, maybe this is an issue with the controller not being officially licensed. But I think it's the USB cable, because the truth is, the first Snackbox micro, not the new one with the art case, the original Snackbox micro, the black one with the white line in the middle, that is That came with a black and white braided USB cable, which was also bad. And actually, the Paradise Arcade Empress, that also came with a USB cable, which was also bad. Like all the cables from Snackbox, Junk Food Arcades, and Paradise Arcade, they were both dud USB cables. So they're putting pretty good components in the controllers, but like the cables just replace them. That being said, I use this Razer cable that comes with the Kitsune. I've been using this cable for everything. Anything that's USB-C to USB-A, I've been using this cable because it's a really nice cable. It's the same thing with Victrix products, actually. I often end up using my Victrix Pro cable. Is anyone trying to get into the room, or has everyone just given up? Is the room broken or anything? I'm from Guam, which is like an hour away. Huh. Might be my internet being weak. Also being on Wi-Fi. I think a big part of it, Monkey, is that you're on Wi-Fi. And it depends on your router as well. Old routers had issues with like network traffic if other people in your house were using the Wi-Fi, whereas a LAN connection is going to just bypass all the other internet activity in the Wi-Fi. There are many reasons why you should get a cable. Get a cable. I've been deciding between the Kitsune and the Micro XL as my first leverless, leaning towards the latter right now. I can't tell you which one to get because I've never tried the Micro XL. The Micro is definitely the controller that looks cooler if you're gonna put art in it, because the Micro and the Micro XL, I think they both have art cases now. If you're looking for that personalization aspect, I think it's way cooler to have an art case than to have the the only thing you can do with the Razer is to get the limited edition one or to get wraps. I don't think there are any companies that make them yet, but I think in the future there'll probably be companies that do like vinyl wraps that you can like stick like a sticker to the top of it. It won't look as cool in my opinion. Aru's back. I'm up for matches with Aru. Oh, I need to drink water. That being said, for the price, I think if I only had one controller, I don't know. I mean, the Brook controller's off. There's really nothing to worry about it. It's just recently, because I'm testing other things, like basically because I'm trying to test whether the game works. I'm like, I don't want the extra complication of being unsure whether my controller is working as well. But then I played on Snackbox on stream the other day and it was fine. My advice to anyone playing on leverless: do not leave your fingers on the buttons. That is like half my issue. Half the time when I'm saying like, oh, I can't do anything execution-wise today, it's because I've been like getting lazy and I'm resting my hands on the controller or resting my fingers on the buttons. And every time I take my fingers off the buttons, agility just increases. How did I get from like 50% gauge to like 100% gauge? Is that some special feature that I don't really understand? Ah! Who exclusively plays on Steam Deck? Was this about Steam Deck? I have an excuse when lagging because I'm literally from the other corner of the world. That is a pretty good excuse. Standardization and availability is a huge plus. Yeah, I think a lot of the things I said in my Kitsune video, I absolutely stand by still. Even if the Kitsune does come up at a premium, a lot of people just can't buy a snack box because they're never in stock. Or they can't buy an Empress because they're never in stock. Or the shipping is too expensive because it comes from Montana, in the USA or something. But the benefit of Razer in theory is that hopefully they'll have distribution through the standard web e-commerce sites that you know and love. Ah! I got meter from blocking. I must have got a lot of meter because I didn't expect to have that much. Oh, screwed up. After all that bragging about finally being good at execution. Will it kill? Fortunately, yes. It's more the rollback frames, doesn't lag that much. Yeah, it's difficult. The terms are really confusing these days, isn't it? Is it laggy or is it rollbacky? GG's. Oh boy. Pity it launched at the same time as Tekken 8. It is a pity, but mostly in terms of content. For example, if Tekken 8, if there weren't plenty of other games to play, then it's entirely possible that Sejam would have given it another go. And you can't underestimate the effect of Sejam playing a game. Caesar's in! You can't underestimate the power of Sejam playing, because he gets like 3.5 to like 10,000 people watching him simultaneously, concurrent viewership on his Twitch. Like, he's obviously one of the most well-known commentators in the whole community, and on top of that, his streams are great, and he does a really good job of showcasing Uni to people. So it is a shame. It will hurt. It won't hurt the game. It will be a shame if he doesn't come back to it at all. Oh no, I screwed up. Ah! I love this music so much. The Kaguya theme is so good. What's your favorite music in this game, guys? What's your favorite tune? Someone was writing in the comments like they really like the... Why does my fast forward not work? The new Hilda music? And I was like, really? I much prefer the previous version of Hilda's music. But I have actually a long... Oh, I see. I'm the game's lagging, and I'm doing my fast forward input too early. I have like a whole thesis about why I'm not keen on the new Hilda music. Oh, what? I thought it worked. I didn't realize it got tech. Eltnum theme, Tsurugi's theme. Yeah, Tsurugi is one of those like upbeat tunes. You know what? The color scheme of the gauges is so dark that I can't see when I'm actually building up gauge. Uh-oh. No, okay, good throw. Oh. Oh, you know what? I keep screwing up the combo and then doing the rest of the moves anyway. That's what's going on. Don't believe the lies. Keyboard is supreme. What? I'll hop on in a bit, but I'm from North America. Yeah, man. Join us. Join us and play. Let's play. Let's play Under Night together. And everyone who's enjoying Under Night together, come and hang out on the Discord. Every now and then we'll send out a ping that we're playing matches. We'll play them off stream. We'll play them on stream. We'll play them off stream. Whatever. Anyone can enter? Yeah, cards. Sorry, I missed your message earlier, but yeah. Anyone can join. Absolutely anyone who wants to play Under Night is welcome. I might not rematch you if the connection is too slow. Uh-oh. This does happen sometimes. This is not great. I think this... It's hard to... Oh, no. It was too much. It was too much for the rollback. Let me just disband the room just in case. And then come back. Just in case that's what's going wrong here. You never know. I wonder what that was. Did it just crash for you? I can join. I didn't want to spam me spawning. Prepare for bad Robux. Oh yeah, and we just played. Is this game good online? I exclusively game on Steam Deck. Oh, that's why they were talking about Steam Deck. I haven't tried it online on Steam Deck, but I have tried it on my Asus RG Ally. It was okay, so I assume it's fine. But yeah, if you play on Steam Deck, why not? I think this is the perfect game for something like a Steam Deck. Yeah, so Caesar, sometimes if you can't find the room, it's just because it's full. Because it's only a 2-person room. Oh yeah, Kaguya fan art, do it. Me trying to react to anti-air. Ah! Oh no! Love from New Zealand. Hey, how's it going? I know very little about New Zealand, but I know that they film a lot of movies there. Not my orbs. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Ah, why is my execution so trash? So you're saying Stage Jump killed this game too? Yeah, it's all his fault. No, Caesar, you killed. You crashed Under Night. All right, guys, we're at 2 crashes. Oh no, it's not crashed. It's not actually crashed. It's just closed. Okay. Okay. It bounced me back to my desktop. I was like, GG's. All I know about New Zealand is that it is Australia. Australia with decent cricket team. I know nothing about cricket. I know very little about New Zealand and Australia, but I'll take your word for it. Oh yeah, the Byakuya music is great. Why do you think Street Fighter 6 Online is more viable than most rollback games? That's a loaded question. What? I love the way people phrase certain questions. Why do you think SF6 Online is more viable than most rollback games? I never said that. Did you say that? Has anyone ever said that? SF6 netcode is really good. Is pretty good, and it has a very large player base. All right, Shining, I'm ready. I don't know if it's specifically more viable than other rollback games. I remember thinking Strive had pretty good netcode, didn't it? If we're talking about the game with the best rollback netcode, aren't we? Shouldn't we be mentioning BlazBlue's Central Fiction? What's up, Omega? Captain Omega. Finally got to catch a stream. Just want to say your vids helped me find the controller for me. Yo, Captain. I'm so happy about that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do some replay assists. Because I think I could be turning that into a combo when I screw it up. Every time you see me, sometimes I do the like blink when I appear behind my enemy, and then I can never think of what I should do, but I should do the dragon punch into it. Alright, I now know. What? Could have sworn you were in mid animation to something, and then you weren't. Uh-oh. Oh no! Not like this. Oh, what? What was that? Come on. If you're mid animation for something, surely there should be some sort of recovery period where I'm allowed to hit you. What happened at the end? Do I just have a really poor understanding of Under Night and how it works? I feel like that should have hit. I feel like that was stolen from me. Interesting. Is the port fixed? I think there are still things that need to be fixed. It's not 100% there, but it's gone from being unplayable to you could play this fine. You could play this. We could probably have this bad version. We could still have this broken version of the game for the next 6 months, and people would still play it. That's the state we're at now. It is playable. We've been playing matches for the past 2 hours. But There is stuff that still needs to be fixed. Online causing the audio to double. Yeah. This is so weird. What? Come on. What's the point in that orb? It doesn't do anything. I did the wrong super. And then I tried to wake up through. That was me just panicking and not doing a real combo. Is this game PS4 or PS5 for tournaments? I think this is going to be a PS5 for tournaments game. Oh, what? Whoops. I can't combo. That was dumb. Okay, I was nervous. That's 1-1, right? What's Killer Instinct? Oh, the game with the best rollback. Okay, Anata. It's a romantic name, by the way. Yeah, I think you're right. People generally hold Killer Instinct up as one of the games with the best netcode, huh? I only played it for like 1 or 2 streams though. Oh man, I love this game. You guys enjoying Under Night? What do you think so far? What do you think of it as a viewing experience? And what do you think of it as a player experience? The Steam port still has issues, for sure, but we're able to stream it now. And when it works, it works. And it's working most of the time. I really like Rising online. You mean GB Versus? I love the way they designed the lobbies in that one. Yeah, I wish we had something like that for Under Night. I don't think it would make a huge amount of difference, but still wish I had it. I'm not winning this. Perfectly, that's great. Unless, is this the comeback? No. I can't believe I did that. Raw super. I need a smarter way to handle when I'm like close up and I can actually press something. So sort of panicking on like. Oh, what? It was too far away. I was like, maybe this is my moment to do my anti-air. Oh no! No. Oh no! Too far away. Best game ever. I've always wondered about this stage. Why is that bridge? Oh, there's that bridge on the other side. I always thought there was like a bridge in the middle of the lake, the river, which is just like in the wrong place. Take the damage while I can. Why? Why? I was totally blocking it. Man, got me gasping for breath. I think that's the set, right? Let me know if it's not. Let me know if I'm counting incorrectly. Anyone excited for Blazing Strike? Blazing what? What's that? How did you like Tekken 8? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Someone made a really interesting tweet recently, which was, I'm really enjoying Tekken 8, but I think it's just that I'm enjoying playing Tekken again. And I think that's probably the same for me. I didn't really get a feel for anything that was different in Tekken 8. I did try some of the... Oh, GG's Shining. I guess that was the set then. I feel like I tried a few of the new mechanics in Tekken 8, but I haven't really got a feel for the difference between Tekken 8 and Tekken 7. But I enjoyed it. Blackstar, what's up? We're playing, unbelievably, we're playing Under Night In-Birth 2 on Steam, and it's working, and it's insane. So I have to just check my messages. It's possible that I am yelling. No, I'm okay. Akuma Matata. What a wonderful name. That's a genius name. You can get any streamer to sing just by having a name. Brilliant. So they fixed it. I would define this as fixed enough for now. I think that's the best way to describe it. Under Night In-Birth 2 on PC, on Steam, is fixed enough for now. You could boot it up, you can play, it will crash in a 2 or 3 hour play session. You might get it might crash to 0 between 0 and 2 or 3 times. If you're lucky, it won't crash at all, and when it works great. So that's it. We've had a couple issues, but ultimately we're able to play the game now. Not this. This is like the best connection we've had all night. This is the only sub 300 ping connection. Oh, that was a bad mistake. I should stop pressing a button when I wake up. Huh? Terrible habit. What's up from Texas? Yo. What was that? Is that how that move works? Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Oh, this is like the reggae moment in the new album theme. Reggae? Calypso? I'm not really sure how to describe it. Oh no! Don't know how to take advantage of that. Oh. No, not like this. Not like this, not like this, not like this. Unbelievable. Nah. Unfortunately, I think that was going to be a struggle to win that one back. Is there crossplay on this game? Ryan, I'm afraid that the current answer to that is not yet and no. I think Kamone in an interview he did answer this. I think it was on a stream actually. He said there is no crossplay, it's just too expensive. But I think more importantly than crossplay is to make sure that the different versions work. Like currently there's no point in having crossplay because the different ports aren't really fixed yet. They're fixed enough to play, but I don't think you would want to play against PC players if if the versions are so different. But yeah, I think if in a magical situation, if the game does so well that they get enough money, oh, I can't believe I. Eldom combos are so cool looking. Not as cool looking as Seth combos though. What? Come on. Does the recover really that fast on that super? What? Oh, I forgot you can get grid broken out of... You get thrown out of creeping edge. Oops. That was a bad move, and I did it randomly, not gonna lie. Lucky, okay, not dead yet. Whew! I'm sweating here, man, Akuma. Oh, what? I was not shielding. I was trying to third tech. Not good. I don't understand why that didn't count as a punish. I was trying to do super and I did it too slowly and I got shot in the with a bullet. Is the room capacity only 1 right now? It is, and the only reason we do that is so that I don't end up at the back of a long queue just watching matches the whole stream. I realize it sounds quite unfair, and it is. Are you going to play Persona 3 Reload? Oh, wait, is that a set? I can't remember. If you already ran, I'll back out. If the set's not finished, just ready up. I don't remember. I don't remember what the score is. Okay, you won. GG's. I would love to play Persona 3. Unfortunately, I have a history of just not finishing Persona games. I've started Persona 4 and I've started Persona 5 and just haven't bothered to actually play either of them. I've bought both games like twice each, and even I have it like for free as part of PS Plus on PlayStation. Just don't play it. They could literally put me in, they could strap me to my computer and make me play it, and that's just, I'd be like, maybe later. I don't know. I find it really difficult to dedicate time to actually finishing a Persona game. But every time I am playing it, I'm like, yeah, this game's amazing. And for some reason, it's just like the Yakuza series. I just end up not booting it up again. I don't know why. You can't find the room. Okay, so the reason you can't find the room is that, yeah, it's not open until someone leaves. Uh-oh. This is gonna be the easiest reaction of all time. Unfortunately, it only seems to be your computer that it's doing this with, actually. I think we've had a lot of luck with all the other connections, but only yours has ended up booting us back to the lobby, which is bizarre. I wonder why it is. How are you enjoying it? Are you talking about Under Night in Birth? Loving it. Not loving this port. This port has issues still, but loving the game. Enjoying a randomly attempting to do Creeping Edge and it not working out. Otsuran, I'm ready. Otsuran. Thoughts on playing certain fighting games regardless of player count? There are some games I want to pick up, but the market is starting to blow up with games. Is that a question? Can you phrase that as a question? I'm not really sure what to say about it. You should always play a game, regardless of player count. There are always ways to increase the player count, and you may find that eventually you just want to play with 2 or 3 buddies anyway. Yay, I learned my lesson. Don't do Creeping Edge when the opponent's too far away. Oh, what? It's too far away. What? Okay. 320 milliseconds is too high. Not for this stream. On this stream, we live underwater connections. It definitely eats input, so that's frustrating. I swear I'm doing everything right, and it's not coming up. Oh, baited. Invincible. I was like, why did that not work? Ah, I stood up. Okay. Will you play the new Dragon Ball Sparking? If you'll tell Sparkling. Is it called Dragon Ball Sparkling? If you'll tell me what that is, I'll tell you whether I'm gonna play it. Genuinely do not know what you're talking about. Was there a new game announced at was it like one of those state of play games? I'm from the United States and the connection was amazing. I'm glad to hear that, because there are lots of people I'd like to play from in the States. The new Like a Dragon game is just incredible. Already spent hours just for the Animal Crossing mining minigame? Animal Crossing minigame. You'll have to tell me more about that. Man, do you remember when we used to play Animal Crossing on stream? Okay, okay. I hope all these replays are getting recorded. I feel like I was being given a legitimate chance to make a comeback there, and I wasted it. Squandered it. Dragon Ball Spark. It is called Spark. Budokai 4. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to... Oh man. Oh my goodness. No, no. That was hard. GG's. I'll definitely be remembering that one. That's definitely a replay I want to watch. I was demonstrating something called replay assist earlier on stream. GG's, by the way. And that's the sort of match that I want to have available, because a lot of the times I'm like, I would do something on Wake Up that would work against like a lower level player, and then when I play someone who's on at a higher level, it's like it doesn't work anymore. I'm like, I wonder what I should have done instead. So I'll definitely be trying replay takeover again later. I love anime fighters in Tekken for how amazing the combos look. I think, and well, my issue actually on the opposite side is that I think some anime games like Marvel vs. Capcom are kind of boring to watch. It's weird. I know that might sound weird to say, because a lot of people are like, oh, Marvel Capcom is like the most hype thing of all time, and in many regards it is. It is insane the speed at which those people are playing that game. But for me, when a combo is almost even Under Night, to be quite honest, at some point I'm like, this combo is a little bit too long, and I'm kind of bored of watching it happen. I think it just it pushes it just past my border of being able to handle it. Oh, so have we not finished our set? I think we did, right? You already won. Should I just kick you? I'll kick you out. If I kick you out and it turns out that we hadn't finished our set, I'm sorry. Or maybe the game's crashed. You can't kick members, apparently. Steam doesn't like that. Now we know. Yeah, so Anne White. One of the big features of Under Night is that unlike a lot of other fighting games, this game really rewards you for being defensive. It's not the only way to get rewards, but in a lot of other games, in this game as well, like you gain grid for playing offensively, but if you successfully block and wait for your turn, this game does reward you with grid. So a lot of people say when they're doing streams about, like, you know, how to get into Under Night in-birth, like, if you just wait for your turn, be patient, like, you will get your turn back. Like, a lot of these moves, they push you back really far anyway, so they would have to dash back in to get their turn. There's a lot of options for you. There's a lot of ways to, like, get your turn back. I just mess them up every time. Like, you've got chain shift. You've got something a little. You've got veil off, which is a little bit riskier, I suppose, because you burst it out, and then if they bait it, then chain shift is obviously a lot safer. You've got creeping edge to get yourself out the corner. Oh, screw it up. Oops, messed it up. The old version of this music was better. Oh no. Down! Depletion of exists. The Hilda PTSD. She seems less villainous though. This music is definitely less boss-like. Not menacing at all. Oh, that's overhead, I forgot. Shoot. Am I dead? Yeah, grid is a really interesting system. The more you learn about it, the more you'll get hooked on Under Night. I did it once! Oh, I did it wrong again. Ah, that's a red. Oh my goodness. I don't think so. Does the Steam version still have problems? EN, thank you for asking. That is exactly what we are testing right now, and we've had, in the past couple hours, it's crashed maybe twice? 3 times? It boots us back. It has like a few glitchy moments every now and then. We've not had many issues in matches though. Once the matches start and we play, it's usually fine. Just every now and then it's like something random will happen, like we'll try to ready up for the next match and the whole app will just crash. But in general, we've just been playing games and it's been fine. So completely fixed? No. But playable. Oh no, which is more than we can say for the delay version of this game. Gosh. Overhead. Okay, I need to stop crouching. And stop jumping. What? I can't. I'm getting mixed. This is insane. What is going on? Alright, this is my chance. Oh my god. What? Don't understand. Well, that was awful. GG's. I mean, it was good. It was awful for me because I lost. I'm glad people are keeping an open mind with this game though, and asking, you know, does it feel better? How's the port so far? Obviously, there are still things that need to be fixed, but it is playable now. It is fixed enough to be playable. And man, even in its still not perfect state, it is light years ahead of playing this game on delay netcode, which was the previous game, right? More mischievous. I don't know if this is mischievous. I feel like the new Hilda theme is just kind of... It's like neoclassical. That's how I would describe it. Neoclassical. I started playing Under Night yesterday, and my first experience was 4 C rank Hildas back to back. Horrible. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hilda's clearly mellowed out. Would a leverless controller make doing DPs and quarter circles easier? I would say in this game, it actually kind of makes them harder. I often mix them up in combos after pressing 3. I would say that Dragon Punch motions in this game are actually harder on this because you can't really use any of the Street Fighter shortcuts. Half circle motions, if you don't practice a lot, those motions can be bad as well. I'm still not 100% sure why I don't play on stick. I think I should just play this game on stick. I think it would be easier. I would screw up less, probably. Oh, sorry, Yuyuko. I forgot to mention it's best of 3. So yeah, you win. GG's. It feels like a different game with rollback, and I'm so hooked. I mean, I knew I was going to be hooked, and I'm just so relieved. I'm so relieved that it's Oh, but we played. Did we not play? Did we not play the first? Did we not play a full set? I'm sorry. My counting skills are terrible. Best of 3 means you win twice, right? So it's first to 2. Well, we're in. Let's try again. It was 1-1. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. This is me, completely incapable of streaming and keeping score at the same time. Nope, not this time. Oh, but I got hit by the second overhead. Alright. That's overhead. The sound is freaking out. That's overhead. Oh man. This guessing game is too much for me. I'm gonna keep playing them. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Is that low? That's high. My blocking, can't wait to watch my replay later. Hey, at least I got one hit in. I got one sequence of moves in. That was stressful. But as Mega Man in the old 90s cartoon would say, now I've got your power. Thanks to replay mode, I'll be watching the replay data and I'll be like, I'll be ready for you next time. I'm gonna watch my replays and we're gonna figure out exactly which of these moves I should have stood up to block. And also try and find out what moment I could have snuck in a move to like get out of the situation. That be how Hilda matches go. Either wipe hard or be wiped. I think it's a good way to describe it. Thanks for the games, I appreciate it. Alright, it's getting kind of late, so if there's no one else who wants to have a match, I might actually just go through my Hilda replay. Is there anyone who's waiting? Too late. It's too late. You took too long. I've left. So, I actually am very curious to see that specific situation. Anyone who hasn't seen this yet, in Under Night In-Birth 2, you can do something called Replay Assist, which is a lot like Replay Takeover from some other games that have a feature like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to interrupt the match and try and figure out if I could have done something differently. And the fact that this is even possible still kind of blows my mind. So after this match, let's see, do I block the next hit? Okay, so I actually blocked this overhead. And then I get hit by the second overhead. So I reckon I have two options. I could have blocked the second overhead, or I could have used that gap in between the two moves to dash block maybe? Let's find out. Let's replay assist from here by pressing start and go to initiate replay assist, first player side. And then it will play the combination with me. And then when it gets to the end of that timer, I'm into it. So that's first option, is I just block. I'll just do it again. Block the first one and then block the second one as well. Or block the first one. Dash block? No, didn't have time to dash block. Yeah. Do I have any time to move at all? No, I don't have time. I think I have no choice but to block the second one, huh? So block the second one. Can we dash in? Oh, and then I get hit low? Are you kidding? So let's block the first one, then block the second one, and then block the low, and then after that, I can block high, right? Is it actually low? I mean, this is, instead of doing mission mode for Hilda, this is actually, oh, I could just walk away. So, block high, block low, and then I need to dash block. That's assuming that you always do the same sequence every time. Block, high, low, dash block. Ah, but I didn't dash block, I just dashed. Let's try it again. Alright, block high, oh, pfft. It's hard, man. Not easy. Block high, block low, dash block. Ah, what happens after that? Block high, block low, block. Oh! Okay. So I think I have to be prepared for... What I'm not used to is... This is a 3-hit thing. Just if you don't recognize it, if you've never seen it before, then there's no way to know that you're supposed to block. But that's low as well. Okay, so are all the ones that come from the ground, are they all low? I'm gonna try and block it high. High, low, low. I'm trying. I said I was going to try and block it high, and I forgot. High, low. Wait, what happened? Are they all low? I refuse to believe that. High, low. That's definitely low. The last one's definitely low, but is the second one low? Shiki's just telling us. I should just read the chat. Just read the chat. I'm just going to read the answer now. Assault beats 2C in 95% of situations. Okay. You can assault instead of dashing. That's true. Should I try that? I'll try that next. First hit of TC, 2C. I don't know which one is 2C. Is that... Well, she's crouching. Yeah, so all that stuff she's doing, is that just 2C 3 times in a row? So I try the assist thing that you guys were saying. Try and assist. So stand, crouch, assault. But I got hit. Oh, but that's because I pressed a button. Is this one of those situations where Hildas are trying to lie to I, so that we never really learn how to do it properly? It's because I'm pressing the button too early. Try again. High, low. Wait a minute. High, low. No, I'm getting hit. I don't trust you anymore. Can I air shield? I'll try air shield. No. See, I think we've all learned an important lesson here, guys. If Hildas show up in the chat and tell you how to beat their move, they're probably lying. That's why I say 95%. I see. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to misinform. I know, I'm just joking. But on a real note, guys, don't trust Hilda players. The low 2-part move is 2C. Okay, right. So it was 2C. What is she doing after that? She's doing 2C. I say you. What are you doing after that? That's high, that's low. Oh, sorry. Now it's in my hands to do assault now. Force of habit. High, low, dash flop. So all of those are 2C? You were probably too far. I think maybe if I were closer, it probably would have worked. I could see that I'm getting clipped because I'm just too far away. Oh man, this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I can't believe how quickly you can learn using replay assist now. This feature. This is absolutely insane. This is mind-boggling. It's world-shaking. Good morning from the EST zone, Edgy. How's it going? Are you going to be playing Under Night 2, Edgy? How are things going? I think after you left Twitter and you went to Mastodon or whichever website you're on now, I feel like I don't get to see any of your updates anymore. How are things? You're still streaming? Alright, Code Venom. Is the Steam version of Under Night In-Birth working? And when will the early purchase end? Code Venom, I'm not a spokesperson for ARC, but I believe early purchase is until I believe early purchase is until March 31st. It's a little later than it used to be. And the answer about the Steam version is that they've patched it enough that we can play online comfortably. Like, we were having lobbies, and if it ever does crash, you just reboot the game and you play it, and then it does work. The previous version of the game, like, just opening up certain menus would just crash everything. The whole thing was just a nightmare. Like, once it crashed, it was like, if you tried to just enter ranked mode, the whole thing would just fall apart. Now, like, you can make a lobby, you can play like matches for an hour. If it crashes once or twice, it just reboots, start again, and it's fine for like another hour. You'll be fine. So, not perfect, but it's playable now. I could actually recommend it's okay to spend money and buy it, because I'm confident that any other fixes that need to happen, they will happen, and it's okay if they roll them out slowly, because right now we've got a playable version of the game. I want to say, by the way, Shiki, thanks for all the advice. I really appreciate you walking through what these moves were, because it does speed up the process for me. If you can manage a jump then assault, they could clear it. Oh. I'm so tempted to try it. Like, I really need to go to sleep, but I'm tempted to just try it now. Let's try it. So you gotta bluff. High, low. Oh no, I pressed the button, It didn't say counter though. Try one last time. High, high, low. No, this doesn't work. Don't trust you. Sorry, I'm gonna head off to the menu now. Let's chill out and wind down the stream. I can't explain how much fun I'm having. Does it look like I'm ecstatic now? Because I probably don't look like I'm ecstatic, but I'm just kind of inside. I'm like screaming. I'm like, oh my god, we're playing Under Night in first with rollback around the world. Yeah, I mean, the connection that was 480 ping on Wi-Fi, that was, you know, that could have been nicer. Oh no, don't want that. We want to go to jukebox mode. Gallery. Gallery. Where's the chaos music? I think it's this one. Erudite. Why? I'm pretty sure I've unlocked this before, but for some reason it's disappeared. Okay guys, it's time for me to wind down the stream and finally go to sleep. I wasn't actually planning on streaming today, but seeing that the Steam port had been fixed to a point that it's actually playable, I was like, I could not resist. I was like, I've gotta boot up the computer and play. Doing well. I'm in the Tekken 8 hole right now. Tried getting the physical of Under Night, but all sold out. Really happy to hear that. Really happy to hear what that it's working now. Believe me, leaving Twitter ended up being a good thing for me. Still streaming, so I'm always around. I highly respect anyone's decision to retract themselves from to fall back, as it were, from any social media website. It's not necessary. It's 100% not necessary. I reckon you could be a successful YouTuber and not have any Twitter account whatsoever. You could be not on Twitter or Mastodon. You could have none of them and just post good videos. And I'm pretty confident that it would work. YouTube is getting kind of weird with the whole shorts thing. They're really pushing shorts hard. So it's important to post videos and shorts, but it's not as wild and crazy and weird as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Like, those platforms, it's like there's always a fire. That someone's room is always on fire in Twitter. I just don't want to be part of it sometimes. So yeah, I have a huge amount of respect for anyone who's like, I'm just gonna stay away from Twitter. Hilda is often very much a knowledge check matchup. Once someone is able to block her high lows consistently, it becomes much more scary for me. Okay, well, I'm gonna be playing our replay again, and if you come back in the future and we play, I'm gonna be recording those replays too, because I really want to know how to beat stuff. And replay assist, it makes me feel so powerful. What a feature, man. It feels so good that Under Night is playable on PC now. Again, not perfect, but I feel like, okay, this is the launch. It feels like launch day is today, not last week. This is it. We've got the game. We can play on PC. We can play against other people who wanted to play on PC. We can play people with pings of like 300, and it still kind of works because we're on rollback, as long as the players aren't all on Wi-Fi. It's insane. And then after the matches, I can back out of network mode, go to the replay and use replay assist, jump in and try and find ways that I could have like found an opportunity to fight. That's really, for me, the main, most frustrating thing with a fighting game is watching my replay and thinking, what could have worked there? And usually when you watch your replay, you have to like remember what the situation was, go into training mode and recreate it. And that is really difficult if you're a beginner fighting game player. For example, that situation just there with Hilda, I would have to know exactly what the timing was of those buttons that the Hilda was playing. I'd have to go, okay, it's that there's an after the knockdown, there's an overhead, another overhead, and then a low, and then there's a series of lows after that as well. And I wouldn't know the timing. I wouldn't even know what the moves were because I don't play Hilda. This one feature, replay assist, it's just like, okay, we'll just handle all of the moves for you, and with the exact same timing, well, to an extent, with the general timing, that was used in the original by the original player. It's like now I don't have to relearn. I don't have to learn someone else's character in order to figure out how to play against them. I can just let the replay play for me, like a ghost, like a how would you describe it? It's like a ghost. It's like a replay ghost. It's insane. It is really powerful. The biggest advice I can give is always block low, but learn to react to overheads. Okay. Right, yeah, so I should... Because that first overhead you do with the really big circular spike in the air, there's a long flash before that happens, so I suppose I should be able to react to that. And then the other one, those ones with the spike, the second spike that falls, is that a button hold? You actually have to hold down a button and release it to make that come out, right? So there are signs, aren't there? Good advice. Not that I know what good advice would be, but to me, it feels like it's going to be useful advice that I could use. The balls. Okay. Those overheads. Okay. Replay assists are so powerful. That's pretty much zoners in a nutshell. If you can consistently block them, they sweat. We like sweat. We like to make people sweat. We like to make Hilda sweat. I want to see the sweat dripping down. Where am I going with this? Also, in general, good games. I'm on the east coast of the US. No way. That was pretty playable. That was actually very playable. If you had asked me where I thought you were playing from, I would not have said that far away. So it's one of those netcodes where it's going to be like, some situations it's going to be like amazing, and other situations it's going to be like, well, it's not as good as Street Fighter, or oh, it's not as good as Strive or something, or Central Fiction. But for me, like, this is absolutely insane. It's insane to me that Under Night got rollback at all. Like, I genuinely believe, like, maybe there's no money in Under Night, and so French Bread is like, okay, you know what, the only way for us to survive as a company is to make multi-blood games and games for other companies. I honestly, genuinely believed that there was a future where there was no Under Night 2, and that it was actually just not coming. So it may not show on my face right now, but I'm actually screaming in my head right now. I'm like, I can't believe we have it. I'm so happy right now. One of my first matches was against a Hyde, and he was clearly a veteran, got KO'd with 2 interactions. It happens. It happens. But now that we've got replay assist, like, even if you have to play that match, if you go into replay assist and try and figure out what option you could have done on Wake Up, because no matter what, as far as I'm aware, at round start, there are no characters who can do a TOD on you, like a Touch of Death combo with 1 hit. But in general, I think you get 2 interactions or 3. If it's like a player with good combos, you'll get 2 chances, and if you're lucky, 3 chances to do something different on your Wake Up. And now that we've got replay assist, I just love that we can lab it out without having to learn someone else's character. The pins that drop are releasing a button that has been held. If 3 drop, that means they've been holding for quite a while. Yeah, I watched Kamone, he was doing a stream for new players, and he was like, usually if you see Hildas do their infinite worth, they'll always do the 3 ball drops at the end, because the infinite worth, I think it's because the animation is long enough that they can hold down the buttons during the infinite worth. Fair warning for anyone who needs it, quitting the game deletes all the replay data. What? Wish I knew that earlier, because I really need to learn how to deal with his Seth combo loop. You're joking, right? Quitting the game deletes all the replay data? There's no way that's true. Is that true? If a character could do a consistent TOD from round start, that would be a 10-0 matchup. Well, you know, depending on the first interaction, you would have to get the first hit. You should be able to manually save the replay data. But I thought it already was saved. Like, CFN, for example, on Street Fighter. On Street Fighter, it's already it just stays in CFN. Let's have a look. Let's see if I know what you mean. So for example, this one. Do I have to add it to my favorites? You're scaring me, so I'm going to back out here. Share, game close. I'm going to close the game. I'm going to reboot it just to find out if my replays are there. I think you might be incorrect. I think it is auto-saved. So, Shining, I think what you might be missing is the auto-save option. But I might be wrong. Let's see. Yep. So my replays are still here. So let me just show you, just before I go. These replays, the only reason they're there is because I actually used this option. You might not have been in the stream when I did this. If you go to main menu, options, if you go to replay, and then you just switch all of these on. All of these say autosave, autosave, autosave. And I don't know if it saves to your computer or if it saves online. But if these aren't on, you have to manually save them after your matches finish. But I just quit the game completely and came back and it was fine. Whew, that was scary. I think a lot of people would have been pissed off if that were true. That would have been not great for the game. Listen up, everyone. I've had a fantastic time. Any thoughts on Project L? I haven't seen any new footage yet. When I see new footage, and once I get an open beta and demo, I will definitely be playing it because I loved BB Tag, and it looks like it does carry the torch for a lot of elements from BB Tag that people liked. So anyway, like I said, I don't know if it shows on my face, but I'm so happy right now. Like, I feel really, really just warm. I just feel really warm knowing that we've got the game now. We can continue playing it. Even if the game becomes unpopular, nobody wants to play it, I'll always have it. And if I can find someone who wants to play it with me, it's like, we've got it on rollback. So even if you're in America, we can play with you from Japan. Or if you're playing from the center of the earth, as some of you clearly are, we can still play. Listen, that's all for today. Look forward to future videos based on video games, controllers, and Under Night will definitely be featuring in future live streams coming up soon. And I would like to play Tekken 8 again as well. I might actually play some Tekken 8 off stream and actually practice and try and figure out how to play the game before we go online, because we didn't even have a chance to play online. We literally only played Arcade Quest. So I look forward to that in a future stream. Thanks everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Laters.